Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm a plant admirer from Jakarta, Indonesia. Today I'll be showing you a video of me unboxing some of the plants that I bought from online marketplaces. I have bought a lot of plants online, and there are two marketplaces that I usually go to purchase my plants. This is the first box that came today. It's just a standard makeshift box, and it's not good, it's not bad either. It's just standard, and this plant came safely. So I'm opening it. Let's see what it is. So this is a Stackhorn Fern, and this one is called Platycerium ridleyi. There are many varieties of Stackhorn ferns out there, and this happens to be one of the more popular ones lately. This is in high demand right now, so they go for quite high prices, but I got this one for cheap. I believe I got this one for 35,000 rupiah, which is about slightly more than $2, I would say, 2.2, 2.3 US dollars. It's still a baby, but it looks beautiful already. You see that the overall shape resembles that of the head of an elk, hence the name. And this one is in pretty good condition. It's a little bit beat up. There's a little bit of yellowing and browning at several places, but it looks like it's going to survive. This fern is an epiphyte, meaning in their natural habitat they grow on trees, and that's what they look like in their natural habitat there in the rainforest. If you give them the proper care, they can grow to be quite big, as you can see from the picture there, compared to the lady that is sitting next to them. Okay, the second box comes from a different shop, and let's open this one. From the shape of the box, I can tell the plant is probably in a pot. And yes, I'm right, so it is in a pot. So I always like it when the plants are sent in their pots, in their nursery pots, because that will save me time of repotting the plant. Because if you repot a plant, you run the risk of stressing out the plant. People have different opinions on this, but I think that the best way is to leave the plant in their nursery pot for a while. If they're happy, why move them? For those of you who are familiar with plants, you can probably tell already what plant this is. So as you might have guessed, this is the Syngonio Mojito. And I got this one for 35,000 rupiah, which is about 2.3 US dollars. Here you can see the close-up of the leaves. You can see just how beautiful the coloration is on the leaf. This plant doesn't grow to be particularly big. That's as big as they get, which is the size of your hand. This plant was actually on my wish list for quite some time, but like a year ago, they went for really high prices because they were a fad back then, and they were so popular. There was a lot of demand for it. But now that the price has come down quite a lot, it is now time for me to get one, and so here it is. So now this is the third box that I'm going to open. Now this box is really not in a good condition. It's dented on the outside, but the inside looks pretty good. I mean, it's stuffed with a lot of old newspaper, so it looks like the seller really put a lot of thought into this. So it looks really safe. So I'm hoping the plants are safe. And here's the first one. Now this first one is a rather unusual plant. I had not seen this plant prior to seeing it on the marketplace. So it looked interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try because the price is so cheap. So this plant is called the Cydia Major or Cydia Major. Some people also pronounce it this Cydia Major. I don't know what's the most proper way to pronounce it. And as you can see, I got two of these guys. Yay. As you can see, they look like bananas. So for that reason, some people call this Hoya bananas because I think they are a kind of Hoya. There's another plant in the box, and this plant I did not order. So I think the seller gave this as a bonus.
Oh, they gave me a bonus.
A lot of sellers do that in Indonesia, and I kind of like it. Sometimes, you get this little nice surprise in the box. This one is a Hoya, and some of the leaves are dropping off due to the lengthy trip, I guess. But this looks like a pretty good size, so I'm not into Hoyas, so I'm not sure what kind of Hoya this is. I'll put the name on the screen later. The Dischidia major is an epiphyte, so they live on trees in their natural habitat. And those green pouches are empty, and that's what it looks like when you split it open. And some people actually grow this plant in a pot, which I think it looks kind of cool. I just might do that. And this is the bonus plant that I got. After doing some research, I believe this is a Hoya carnosa. And it's a flowering plant. That's how they look like on a tree. This is the last box that I'm going to open today, and it comes from yet a different seller. The packaging is not particularly good, but it's safe enough. Everything seems intact, but let's see, let's open it and see what's inside. This one is Remoidea vivipara, and I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. And this one is sold for a really, really cheap price, 18,000 rupiah. That's less than $2. That's $1.50, I believe. So it's really cheap. So yeah, I thought why not buy it and give it a try. This plant was really popular like a year ago, and they were in really high demand, and people just wanted this, and prices went really high. And it's an epiphyte, so that's how they grow on trees. And the stem, or I don't know whether it's the stem or the petiole, I guess. The petiole is really long. It's much longer than the length of the leaf itself. But the leaf can grow pretty big. You see the size of that mature form. And the back of the leaf has that purple color, which is really cool looking. There's another plant that I bought from this seller.
Oh no.
I immediately noticed that some of the leaves have fallen off. That's one right there. Actually, 2 or 3 leaves fell off from this one. So it's a rather tiny plant. This one is a peperomia, and this one is called Peperomia Golden Gate. I got this one for 14,000 rupiah, which is just below $1. You see that the plant is in pretty good shape despite the leaves that came off, which is plenty of them. So yeah, here it is. Let's open the next one.
Oh.
So here's the second one, and also some leaves have fallen off. So this one also looks pretty good. So let's see if they survive. This Peperomia Golden Gate will be the third Peperomia in my collection. I've had the green version first, and then I also have the darker version, and which you see there on the screen. So I've had those for a year now. So yeah, this Golden Gate will add to that collection. So that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.